Trump's court takes democracy into uncharted territory. But is there hope? Check it out. Leave your comments, ding the bell, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel.
I wanted to get right into it. I know you're almost out of time. I have a question about the upcoming election. I know that there's been some smearing going on that the Ted Sellers campaign doesn't have enough legs, but I think those fat cat Gary types aren't going to be able to give us...
Yeah, Ted, this is the second call where I've had people calling in about races in Massachusetts, and I literally have no idea what you're talking about. So I don't know if you're trying to troll me or what, but I don't know what you're talking about. Brian in Granville, Michigan. Hey, Brian, what's up?
Hey, Tom. I'm worried about presuming that the Democrats win in November and put Trump on trial. The right is never going to believe that these were actually fair trials. So how do we prevent in the next round them just having show trials for any Democrat that goes up against them?
I expect that. And that's, that I think is the real danger here, Brian, is that, if Trump gets reelected, I think we can start expecting to see people go to jail.
And even
if that was that your question, I think I might have missed a couple of words.
I'm more, if Biden gets elected and we put Trump on trial for everything he's done, how are we going to prevent in 8 years the next
setting the precedent?
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, that is exactly, this is what Jerry Ford was thinking. This is what Bill Clinton was thinking. If I go after them, they'll come after me. Or even if I go after them, I've established a precedent that has never before been established in America. And these show trials of previous administrations are the stuff that other democracies are famous for. My guess is that there will not be, in a Biden administration, there will not be any federal pursuit of Donald Trump. Because, frankly, I think the state people who are going after him will take him down just fine, thank you very much. They've got more than enough on state tax evasion, on bank fraud, on real estate fraud. They had nailed Ivanka and Don Jr. back before the election. I kept waiting for that to turn into an actual prosecution where they were lying to people to sell those condos. They were lying about their occupancy sales. They were lying about their costs. There was a whole bunch of stuff that these guys were lying about that they got busted for. So maybe we can avoid that, Brian. I don't know, but the bottom line is we are wandering into an absolutely uncharted political territory here.
Well, unfortunately, it reminds me a lot of what happened with the fall of the Roman Republic, because they had the same thing. They had some, normal prosecutions of people who were incredibly corrupt, and then the next administration came around and said, "Oh, well, they prosecuted them, so we can just prosecute anybody we don't like."
Right, and then it went on steroids with Augustus.
Yes.
Who was arguably the last real Caesar. Look at what just happened in Brazil. Where they went after Lula. There's a discussion about this in Mexico right now because of the high levels of corruption in that government. There are other governments that are doing this, and it's a very, very fine line between prosecuting corrupt former officials on the one hand and using those very same laws for political retribution. And it's one that, Brian, I think your concern is 100% legitimate, and I share it.